Well, it's not quite New Year yet, but I'm making this video a day before so you all can have this video on New Year's Day. Ladies, this is episode 3 from my healing series chat, and I'm giving you all 10 things that we most definitely are going to leave in 2020. So y'all see I have this is some wine in a champagne glass because I'm celebrating New Year's Eve. Guess what? I have wine in here because I want to tell y'all a little story. Y'all, I can't do champagne no more. I was watching a show on, I think it was Good Morning America, but it was this man on there, and he was with his wife. He had an eye patch on, right? He was saying that a couple of his friends, him and his wife, and guess what? She was with him before this accident happened. They weren't even married. They were girlfriend and boyfriend, but later on they got married. But let me tell y'all, they over there celebrating, shaking the champagne bottle, pop, and it went right in his eye, took his eye out. I was like, so honey, little did I know that registered in my subconscious, and I did not realize how terrified I am now of that damn champagne bottle popping open. So a few months ago, I'm sitting in here with my girlfriend, and we putting the strip pole up for my best friend's bachelorette party, and we went to go, well, I went to go open it and it popped. I really was not even paying attention. Y'all, it flew, I think it flew like right past here. I was traumatized. It was at that moment that I realized the trauma that I endured when that happened and how it really came from watching that man on that video. But I'm not dealing with no champagne. If I'm around somebody and they want to celebrate, I have to go outside. I need to go away from y'all while y'all pop it open, because that right there, his whole eye was gone. He had an eye patch on. And guess what? Sis stayed with him. She left him. So one time for love. We all gonna get love in 2021, right? We want to be love. So I have my list right here. And before you start, lady, yes, I had to write it down. The first thing I want y'all to do before I start this list is to be honest with yourself. When I'm saying these things, be honest with yourself. It's okay to not be okay, ladies. It's okay, right? So I have a list of things, and if you hear me talking to you in this list, let's just get ready to leave it in 2020, because we just want to be honest with ourselves and we don't want to bring it over into 2021, okay? All right. So number 10, drama. Ladies, let's leave that drama in 2020. It's too much. I tried to go back on the social media for the last like 4 years. The negativity on social media has been like too much for me. Like for the last 4 years, about 4 years ago, I started to get more in tune with like my emotions. I was really starting to do the work on really like allow myself to feel and noticing what I was feeling. And I would just feel like it would literally be people that would put pictures up, and I can tell like the negativity. I could feel the negative energy from it. And just honestly, just an overload of people's information, and you know, people coming on social media and putting up a bunch of negative stuff. And I remember telling my therapist, like, I don't like to be on social media because it's so draining. And I would start staying on for 5 months, 6 months, y'all, and it was the best thing ever, right? Recently, I came on like 2 times since then in the last 4 years. Both times I would stay on for like a month, if that. It's just too much. This last time I actually got on there because I had my women's self-love and healing coaching platform, which you can find me at _RACHELK 4_. And that is why I got back on. But y'all, of course, I didn't even stay for the business side. Honey, I started to creep over to the regular side, and it's just like still a lot of drama. And I don't do drama like in my personal life. I just don't like it. The energy of it is just way too much. So ladies, let's leave drama in 2020. The only drama that I have in my life is, y'all can see that I'm dramatic. Take the drama out of dramatic. That's about all the drama that you're going to get from me. I just don't have time for it, y'all. It's too much. I want you to keep it cute. I want you to stay away from the drama. Anybody that's negative in drama, girl, if it's you, if you are negative in drama, be honest with yourself. You're negative in drama, and let's leave it in 2020. It's okay. We're healing over here, right? Yes. So number 9, comparing your life. This is another thing that goes back to social media. But if you're doing it in your regular life too, stop comparing your life, sis. You are you, and you're never going to be anybody else. You ain't never going to be nobody else. I need you to be you, sis. I really do. Like, I'm being honest right now, and I'm being serious. I really need you to be you. Be the best you. Find out who you are and become her. Become even greater. Become the woman that you want to be in 5 years. Start working towards her now. If you want a relationship, open yourself up for a relationship. But don't judge yourself based upon people's pictures or the perceptions that they project onto others. Because y'all, that's all it is. Y'all see people on dates. Oh, I wish I was on a date. Oh, I want a relationship like that. When they posting pictures, girl, they just got finished fussing, cussing, smacking each other. You really don't know. Like, you don't know. So never say you want a relationship like somebody else. Just set the standard for what you want for your relationship. Set the standard for what you want in your life. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Her body, her hair, what she's driving. Oh, she must have a lot of money because she must be doing well financially because she posts a lot of, designer items. Child, it's so much scamming going on. Don't compare yourself. I'm talking about more scamming than just going and buying stuff. I'm talking about scamming or fraud on who you really are. So that's what I'm saying. Stop comparing yourself to people when you don't even know who people are. You talking about, I want to be like this. Then your whole life is going down the shambles and you don't know why. Well, you put out there and you asked and called into your life that you wanted to be like these people that you consistently compare yourself to. Me not doing that no more. All right. Number 8, your need for validation. Y'all go back to watch my average at best. It was a reaction video to Kevin Samuels. Y'all know when he told the girl that she was average at best because she said she was a 5 and then a 6 with makeup on. But we're going to stop this need for validation. Like, you don't need anybody to tell you that you're beautiful. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're the one. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're going to do good at something. Love, you tell yourself that. You get in the mirror right now and you tell yourself 25 times. I don't need anybody else to tell me who I am, what I am. I tell me that. And when you do that, you don't need validation from others. People that you're dealing with insecurities and they might show up in life doing stuff for attention, maybe on social media, you pose in a certain way, and it's all attention seeking and it's a need for validation. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with, loving yourself, honey. Love yourself, right? But when you're doing it and you're projecting it in a way like you love yourself, but deep down inside you really don't because you're lacking, and that's okay. That's why we're gonna work on our healing, right? Because when we're lacking, we need pouring into, and we oftentimes will go outside to get it, but the most solid validation you ever gonna get, listen to me right now, is from you, okay? Next, 7, not wanting to forgive. Am I talking to you? Am I talking to you? Is it you? Is it you? You don't want to forgive? I know it's you, right? Because you feel like, what I need to forgive them for? They did this to me, right? They need to be over here apologizing. But baby girl, let me tell you something. First off, that's a lot of baggage that you carrying around. Envision yourself trying to run through the airport with 17 bags of luggage because you refuse to put some of it down. Like, okay, because somebody gave you their hurt and their pain, you gonna hold on to it forever? That's literally like me dragging a bag of bricks down the street, and every time somebody does something to me, another brick goes in there, and it's like, well, Rachel, where are you going with this bag? I don't know, they just keep on doing stuff to me. Well, let it go. Forgiving is letting go. I know you think like let it go, like no, you're letting them off the hook. No, baby, you're letting yourself off the hook. Trust me, I've been there on the side of not wanting to apologize, and now I'm on the side of letting it go. I don't have time for that. That's a part of leaving the drama in 2020. We know what happened to you. We know you don't like it. We know it hurts you. You're very valid in all of your feelings about it, but to hold on to it and to think that you are making somebody pay because you are holding this grudge forever. Now, how did that sound? Now, every time we around you, we got to hear about it. Now, every time something happens near you, trigger and you got to bring it out. We don't want to hear it no more. We don't want to hear it no more, okay? We over it. It's tired. It's done. Next. Forgive. I'm telling you, you're going to free as a bird. You're going to give all that. Look, I forgive my mother. I forgive my father. I forgive the person who touched me in a way that they shouldn't have touched me. I forgive my child's father. I forgive my job. We forgiving everybody. I don't care. Like, forgive people that didn't even do nothing for you. Just go ahead and give them grace. I'm trying to tell you, it feels so much better now. I would not been on here talking about forgiving like this a few years ago, honey. I'd have been mad. Forgive them for what? I should bang them in their face. That was me right there. Not no more, honey. You are not about to have me sitting over here thinking about you, mad at you. Honey, I done moved on. We forgiven. Yes. What's next? Pouring into others but not yourself. Okay, ladies, look, it's that very nurturing spirit of ours where we just want to be there. We want to provide. We want to pour into. We want to be everything to everybody. And we ain't being nothing to ourselves. We are letting ourselves go. I can tell you how to run the business. I can tell you what you should wear with that. I can tell you what to do with the kids. I can tell you where you should move at. I can tell you what kind of car you should get. I can help you do all of these things, but I'm not helping myself do anything, right? I'm pouring into others and I'm not pouring into myself. And this goes back to what I said before I started the video, taking a look at yourself. What inside of yourself do you need to work on? Take a look at yourself. Like, you keep on pouring into other people and then your cup is empty and then you complaining and making statuses and talking people's heads off about the fact that I'm always doing this for this person and they don't do it for me. Well, stop, sis. That's you. You don't have to do it. Stop. We gonna stop today. We're not pouring into And there's nothing wrong with pouring into somebody where that person reciprocates. If you have somebody in your life and you know they will be there for you, most definitely, come on, there's nothing wrong with being there for somebody. And if you're at a point in your life where you need to take some time for yourself to get yourself together, you better stop in the name of love. Love for yourself. We're not doing it no more. You have got to stop pouring when you ain't got nothing in your cup. Girl, speaking of cup, hold on now. Okay. 5. Toxic relationships, dead-end relationships, one-sided relationships, kind of goes back to the pouring into people that ain't pouring into you. But these unhealthy, very toxic relationships that we believe that we love, like, oh my God, I just love the thrill of it all. Like, I bust his windows out and then he chased me on a highway 80 miles an hour. I was going to die. And then he told me, come to his house and girl, we leaving that. I'm talking about toxic job relationships. I'm talking about toxic friendships. I'm talking about toxic familial relationships. Any interpersonal relationship that's toxic, we dead in it. That's it. We leaving it in 2020. We don't have time for it, okay? It's unhealthy. And let me just tell you a secret. You ready? It's a reason why you keep being drawn to these toxic relationships and you feel like it's so fun. And it's really because you need to heal. But don't worry, this is the healing series and you've come to the right place. Toxic is only fun when you toxic too, because y'all on the same frequency. Girl, I used to listen to, I literally sat in my therapist's office like, I just don't want to, if it ain't crazy, it's just not for me. And he was like, let me guess, a man that's calm is born. How you know? Boring, right? But that was then and this is now. You is not about to bring that drama. I told y'all I don't do drama. The only drama I do is in dramatic. I don't do it. We not chasing, no high-speed chases, no me throwing stuff out the windows, no nothing. That's because you're on a frequency of negativity, of pain, and you get what you have because that is how attraction works. Not only are you attracting, but you staying there and you entangling in it, and it feels so good, but not anymore, because we leaving that. That ain't cute. Girl, look. You lucky you came out looking the way you looking. You look good, girl, but you know what stress do? Stress will break you all the way down, but you look good, so we gonna drop it in 2020, because we ain't about to let no toxic relationships get in the way we look. We look good. We look good. We done been through a lot and we look good, okay? That's right. Next. Perfection and procrastination. Ladies, now come on. This is a topic that is near and dear to my heart because this is something that I really had to work on in 2020. Back in the past, I wasn't working on it. I was struggling with it, okay? But in 2020, I came to conquer that demon. And I must say, I'm doing pretty well. I'm really doing well. let me tell you, perfection, procrastination, it can run hand in hand, because oftentimes when we want to perfect something, we procrastinate on getting it done, because perfection really is subjective, right? Is what you believe in, and what you believe in, and what you believe in, and what they believe in. She believe her over there too, all of them. They are, right, but if I believe it's perfect and then she says not, but I'm presenting it to her, then guess what? I just sat there and wasted all of that time trying to make it perfect for nothing. And when I'm trying to make it perfect, then I procrastinate, right? I run away from, I don't want to go to it because it becomes overwhelming. So let's stop making things, a need to be perfect, and instead let's just go with ease and flow. Y'all, ease and flow is my mantra for 2021. If 2020 has told me anything, must be the wine, champagne. If 2020 has taught me anything, it is ease and flow. Stop trying to control. When I stop controlling, that's actually one of the numbers down there, so don't worry about it. Next. Well, control. That was next. You all control. Hey, I don't want to get no copyright because I know I sound just like Janet. But yeah, we need to stop with controlling. Now that is something that 2020 really taught me, y'all. I was such a control freak, and one thing that I learned in therapy and really working on and processing doing my healing is that I am a control freak, and that comes from a lack of security. In my lifetime, since being a child, I have never had security, like never had security. So, oh my Lord, look at my dog out. Just give me a second, y'all. Get in the cage. Get in the cage. 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 In 2020, he gonna leave. Stop turning around doing that pouting face when I asked him to go in the cage. He walk a little bit and then he looks over like, no, you're not making me go. Yes, cage. I'm sorry, I did not even realize he was tipping through this video. I was having so much fun. But yeah, y'all, trying to control every single thing in my life. Ease and flow is what came to me, and that's what I started to do. It literally was like, let go. Intuition just came like, let go. I tried to do it with everything, because in my lifetime, I'm not used to having security. Like, I'm not used to feeling safe. So I'm always need to be in control. Like, I was the one who got to plan the trips. We going to go, I got to plan the trip. I got to make sure everything is right. I don't give a damn what we were doing or what I did in life. I had to be in control of it, because I was just nervous that if I didn't do it, then maybe it wasn't going to turn out right. And that had nothing to do with other people. It was about me and my lack of safety and security in my life that I experienced. So I felt the need to like really take the reins and control everything, but that is enough to drive you crazy, and I'm letting you know. So stop trying to control. If you want a new job, put it out there that I want a new job. I'm going to get a new job, and then do what you need to do to get a new job. But it's not, oh my God, I need a new job. Even if you feel like you really, even if you're in a space, because I know it's a lot of people that have lost their jobs, and I am so sorry for everything that you are going through right now. I'm sending you healing, love, light, and energy. If you really need a job, trying to control and oh my God, that sense of urgency is not going to make it come any faster. It actually is going to tire you out, and it's going to make it overwhelming and more daunting, and it's going to make you feel like it's not a job coming. Well, you get into that deep depression, and it's like, well, I don't even need to be here anyway. Like, everything's just going bad, and it's just allow things to come to you. I need a job, and I'm going to get a job. You best believe that, all right? I know I got these credentials. I know what I'm working with, and I'm just going to apply, right? If you want a new car, you don't have to be sitting up here stalking the car lots over and over again. That's the kind of car. What kind of car? Look. Figure out what kind of car you want. Envision yourself in that car. You driving in that car. You driving off the lot. And then do what you need to do so that when that day comes, because it's coming, right? Because we put it out there, we're working towards it, and we're not controlling it, so that you're ready. That's all you need to do. If you want to lose weight, don't overwhelm yourself. Oh my God, I gotta get to the gym and I gotta work out. Oh, I gotta eat this. Take your time. Break it down into small tasks, because like I said, it becomes overwhelming. So if you ain't never ate right before, you definitely don't want to start eating salads, nothing but salads tomorrow. Take it from me, y'all. I've been doing this losing weight working out thing for like since 2011. I never did toning up, y'all, because I never stuck with it. But that is something that I am going to take into 2021 with me, is I'm going to be serious and stick with toning up. But I'm not controlling it. I started taking my time, getting the items that I need, doing my different exercises. It's like I know how to work out, but it's just sticking with it. But since I'm not going to be so hard on myself, right? Because I've been preparing. I know this is coming. It's not, well, I need to work out. I got to look like this. It's just, look, I'm going to go and I'm going to work out. That's what it is, right? I'm going to get toned. Like, I don't need to beat myself up. I don't need to tear myself down. If I didn't work out today, I can give myself grace. I don't need to control. So like I said, you're not going to eat salads tomorrow, all salads. You will overwhelm yourself and you won't want to go back. You want to not control it. I'm going to eat a salad tomorrow, and then I'm going to see how that goes. And then the next day, maybe I'll do a salad and nothing but water the whole day, and I'll work my way towards it instead of trying to control the outcome. When if I just do what I need to do, the outcome is going to be grand. It's going to be great. I'm trying to let y'all know. Listen to me. All right, okay. Next, overspending. So last year, and literally like the last 2 years, I have been watching so many YouTube videos from minimalists, and it's like, honestly, I like very minimal items in my house, because growing up, a lot of my family members, like the older ones, they hoarded, like they held on to a lot of stuff, including my mom. So when it comes to me being in spaces where there's a lot going on, I just don't like it. I've realized that that's a major trigger for me. So for the last 2 years, I've been like, okay, I want to be a minimalist, which means that I don't need to spend as much, right? Hasn't been as easy because I done found other stuff to spend my money on. But guess what? I'm leaving all of that in 2020, and in 2021, we are not overspending. Overspending is that? You said my account balance is negative. I spent how much? I did not. Oh my God, I ate out how many? That damn DoorDash. We ain't doing that. We're not doing it. We are not overspending. Guess what, sis? Go invest that money. Invest that money somewhere where you can see it grow. We don't need to overspend on a bunch of items that we're not going to make a profit off of anyway. If you're buying something and then you are selling it and making your money back or making more, then that's fine, right? If you really want something. But we tend to like acquire a lot, and then it takes a lot in order for us to maintain it, keep it up. So we're not going to do the overspending. We want to leave that. We don't want to go and check our balances and get heart attacks because I did not spend it. You are not about to tell me I spent that much. Who would been there before? Am I talking to you? Spending all of that money. Then you just be like, for what? Why did I do that? So in 2021, we are going to invest our money where we will see it grow. No more overspending, ladies. Next. So the number one, and I'm actually going to add like another one because I got so many things that I can tell y'all that we definitely need to leave in 2020 so we can be the best us ever in 2021. It's going to be fear, limited beliefs, and negative self-talk. Ladies, this is something that I had to work tirelessly on, okay? And even still, I will give myself grace, because this is another thing I'm gonna add into here is grace. I give myself grace a lot now because I was so used to beating myself down. It's not good enough. You're not doing good enough. And it would be crazy because the people around me, they didn't see what I saw. Always get positive things about the person that I am, what I'm doing in life. And to me, I don't know what y'all are looking at, because to me, I'm not doing good enough. I'm not doing enough. I should have done better. I should be further along. Just really being very negative. And the thing is, and I say this all the time, if you're over top of yourself, beating yourself down, then guess what? You can't get up. So if I'm constantly talking negative to myself, even if I may have fell short, it's okay. I fell short. I'm going to give myself grace. You did not get it all the way this time, but guess what? You're going to come back next time and you're going to kill it. You're going to kill it. That's it. What you mean? It's no questions. That's it. That's you gonna kill it. And if you don't kill it next time, guess what? It's just a murder waiting. That's what it is. It's waiting. It's waiting on you. That's it. That's all. We're gonna kill it. So we don't need to beat ourselves down. Stop the negative self-talk. The limited beliefs. We want to look into that. A lot of us do not realize how many limited beliefs we have. For a lot of us, we have a poverty mindset that has a lot to do with the area that you grew up in and the environment that you grew up with. Grew up in. I guess my champagne is working. Okay, so we definitely want to work on those limited belief statements, because sometimes we can talk ourselves out of everything that is for us. And I'm being honest right now, and I'm being serious, right? Sometimes we can talk ourselves out of everything that we ask for. You say that you want a new job, you say you want more money, you asking for an increase in your finances, but then when it's time for you to apply, or when it's time for you to go to school so you can get these certs, or when it's time for you to step up and do what you need to do, you find every reason. That's just gonna take too much. Or I just don't feel like sitting in a class. Oh my God, this resume, I do not feel like it. Oh my Lord, I got this application, I'm just tired of search. You do everything. The negative self-talk, the limited beliefs. The thing is, you really don't believe that you deserve this job deep down inside, although that's what you say with your mouth. I need you to break the agreement today with all of those limited beliefs. You can have anything that you want. You will have anything that you want, and you will do what's needed so that you can get it. That's that. Some of us have never seen the ceiling in life. Some of us have never seen past the dirt. I know life has been a struggle, right? Life was a struggle. And I'm not just talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. Sometimes we only get caught up on money, y'all, but that limited belief has nothing to do with money. It's going to get in the way of your money. You have abundance blocks. You are blocking your way to your abundance, right? But that is your mindset. So that poverty mindset can come from your upbringing, not just living in impoverished areas, but also you may have had, maybe your mother made it seem like everything was good. She was busting her as hell, making sure that you had all the latest fashion. She had a nice car. Y'all lived in a nice neighborhood. But mama did not manage her money right. And mama was having money issues. Now you have all of these blocks with money because all you know is a look, but not actually financial etiquette, which goes back to the overspending, how we really are going to take that money and throw it in stocks, take that money and throw it in some investments, and actually save your money too. We know we want to have money saved, y'all. 2020 just showed us you need more than 6 months to save, and that 6 months is antiquated. I want you to go ahead, sis. You do not need another shirt. You do not need another bag. We are on quarantine right now, so if you don't go and get you one wig that you could throw on whenever you need to get on FaceTime, or if you do videos, if you need to open the door for the mailman, this is the time to really hunker down, y'all. I be hearing the news people say that. Well, I used to hear the news people say that. I used to be like, oh, hunker down, right? And save your money. Look. I'm leaving these braids in 2020. It's time for them to go. I keep forgetting to call and make my appointment. I got so much going on. But get you some braids. Get you some braids. Look, sis, get you some braids. Get you some braids again. You don't need to be sitting up there spending $600 on a wig. Where are you going, right? That is getting in the way of an abundance, right? It's a limited belief. You show up and you do these things that stop you from getting where it is that you really want to be, and you don't realize it. You're like, oh, well, I just want a wig. What you mean? Like, I just want a wig, girl. But you also said that you're trying to save to buy a house. But you also said that you want to save money for a year, because we seen how 2020 knocked us out, and we don't want to get caught up in that again. But you're doing these things because you have these limited beliefs. You don't really believe that you can get a house, right? You say you want a house, but deep down inside, it's like, this is going to be too much, the responsibility. So you start doing things like buying items that you don't need, not really spending. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Postmates. You add that up. It's just, right? So we're going to stop all of that. Now, I want to add one more on that I didn't have on here, but it's very important, ladies. In 2021, we are leaving behind not pouring into our physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual health. Now, what do I mean by physical? You know what that means. You need to make sure that your body is right? We want to make sure that we're eating correctly. We're putting the right things in our bodies. Some people have not caught corona this year because their immune systems are really bomb. I said some. Some people just were lucky. Some people really do make sure that their immune systems are good. They are feeding themselves what they really know that they are to eat. Everything that we need to eat comes straight from the earth, right? We don't need all that processed stuff. And we getting older and you getting wiser, right? And it's just like we really want to take care of our bodies, because when I see so many 20-year-olds talking about, I can't bend my knees, I wish I can get down like Meg Thee Stallion, and it's like, sis, but you're only 20. Why do you need to hurt? And let me tell you something. I don't care if you're in your 30s or 40s. Your knees are only hurting because you're not taking care of yourself. If you stretch, do your yoga, work out, and you're eating right, you're not eating a bunch of food that puts a bunch of fluid on your body, then guess what? You can have megacellular knees too. You just have to go after it. You have to, and like I said, we're not comparing ourselves. So you're gonna have the stallion knees, right? But you're gonna give your body foods that is your body's gonna love you for the way you're feeding it. Financially, we need to pour into. If we don't know about investing, if we don't know about saving, then we need to be looking up and educating ourselves, pouring into our financial health. What are some ways that we can build our credit? Whatever it is that you need to work on, you have to pour into that. Learn. This is a good time, y'all. We back on quarantine. Use this time wisely. Stay on quarantine even when quarantine comes off, because you need to go in hermit mode to make sure that you come out spectacular. Okay? Emotional health. We're going to stop lying and acting like we don't have problems that we have. Or we're going to go within so we can see that we really do have some problems, sis. Like, yeah, I mean, you keep talking about these men that's driving you crazy, but maybe you just might be driving yourself crazy. Maybe you keep choosing these men that's driving you crazy. Maybe it's you, sis. Maybe it's not everybody else. Maybe you keep hurting yourself. Maybe you do need to deal with those daddy issues. Maybe you do need to deal with those mommy issues. Maybe you do keep on having falling out with friends because you may be the friend that needs to do some work. If you ain't got no damn friends, honey, come on now, child. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with it because we on the healing series and we over here to heal. So don't worry about it. We're going to heal. This is episode number 3. We are just getting started. Now we want to work on mental health. Just like I was talking about with emotional health, we want to work on that. We want to work on our minds. Now, your mental health, y'all, 2020 has really been the year for me of like really getting my mindset right, like shifting my mindset, learning a lot about my mind, and really working on ways that, y'all, 2020 was really like I was in the gym getting my mind right. 2021 is where I'm going to implement everything that I learned. 2020 was tough because that outside of corona, outside of the pandemic, there were a lot of things that were going on in my personal life that were taking me down right along with everything else that everybody else was experiencing in the world. And I'm pretty sure y'all can relate to me. But at the end of the day, I had to fight through all of that. And it wasn't a fight through like normally my fight through would have been, well, I just don't feel it. Let me do some destructive coping mechanisms. No, y'all, since I have really gotten to this new place, I really had to sit with those feelings. I really had to point out those feelings. I really had to address and I had to process. And like I said, with procrastination, I was in my second semester of first semester of grade school started January. Second semester of grade school started in the fall, just now in September. Dealing with grad school, dealing with my daughter and her emotional issues. My mom had a triple bypass surgery. I had issues in a relationship that I was in. And I also had issues with myself because I'm sitting up here going on a healing journey and trying to work on my emotions when it's like I'm going up, but then life is taking me down. Then I'm going up, but it's taking me down. But guess what? All of that really helped me. So we are really going to pour into our mental health because that is going to help you, y'all. They always say, mama, I made it when it comes to money. I really believe it's mama, I made it when I get my mindset right. Because once you get your mindset right, everything else falls into place. Like, you have to get your mind right. Your spiritual health. Who do you believe in? Like, where's your source? Are you just out here just thugging it alone? Like, what do you depend? Who do you depend on? Who do you pour into? Who do you glean from? Like, who is your spiritual source? I believe in God, right? I believe in God. He is my best friend, right? We talk all the time. And in the last 2 years, I really had to perfect my personal relationship with God because churches had really turned my stomach when it came to him. But I had to get my own personal relationship with God and work on that. And it has been amazing. It is just so amazing to be spiritually in tune. It is so amazing to have a source to go to pour into, like I said, to take from, to really be in tune with my intuition, with spirit, just letting me know what's going on, which way I need to go. And it's so crazy that I remember, times when things would happen and it's telling me, it would be messaging download, like, do this, and I wouldn't follow honey because I was a mess. I was a heathen, right? Heathen. But now it's like I really am in tune, and it's like, okay, so if you get messaging to go a certain way, and it's normally the right way, and it is the right way, right? And then you have your subconscious, which is going to try to pull you back. If you just keep taking those steps, doing the right thing, I'm trying to tell you, life gets so much better. It's not going to be what you want to do, but it's going to be what you need to do. Come back and let me know how that go. I promise you, sis, I would not even send you over there if it wasn't even for real. So I believe I went through all of them. Physical, emotional, fun. We went through all of them. So y'all, this is 10, and really I gave y'all another one, 11. Things that we are definitely leaving in 2020 because they don't serve a purpose. Remember this, sis. If it does not serve you, then you need to let it go. I don't care if it's a relationship, a friendship, family ties, a job. If it doesn't serve the person that you're becoming, because this is the thing. You know how they say I say this is the thing a lot. Y'all, you know how they say you need a 5-year plan. So we don't want to wait until the 5th year to start to work on who we want to become. In 5 years, who's the woman that I want to be? I need to start working on her right now because it takes time. When you're transitioning, it takes time. I need to start too. If you can't surround yourself with those types of people, and especially with Corona going on, child, and we don't know what 2021 about to bring us. We know what we about to bring to our lives, but we don't know what is about to happen in 2021. You can do things like YouTube University. You can do things like get on here and watch my videos. Whatever it is that you want to do, y'all, the virtual world, log in, y'all, use it to your advantage. I don't need to have 5 people around me that's starting their business. You got so many people out here that's documenting starting their business, who are selling courses on starting businesses. I don't really need to I need to go inward, right? And I need to, who am I? What is it that I want? Who am I going to be? Not who am I trying to be. Who am I going to be in 5 years? And then I need to start working on her right now. That means you're going to have to say bye to some people. That means you're going to have to say bye to some places and some spaces and some faces that you was used to. But it's okay. It ain't nothing like, we ain't got no problems. Like, we cool. We ain't beefing or nothing. But, I'm just trying to grow. Like, I'm trying to go somewhere. And I'm not about to be held back. Sitting over here. We had good times and memories. If you have something, you can invite them or whatever. But I'm not about to be sitting over here no more because this is just not where I'm trying to go. It doesn't serve me. I feel like when I'm here, this is what I used to do. And this is what I used to get, full of her. But now when I'm here, it's just like, I just feel empty. So I gotta go. All right, y'all, gotta go. 2021 about to be lit.